Okay, this is your test review for your early man test that's going to be tomorrow. So you need to put test review at the top of your paper, and here are your notes. Okay, your first note. You need to be able to locate. What do I mean when I say locate? Find it. Find it. Point it out. Locate the origins. What's origin mean?
Original.
Yep. Where the original one was. The origins of the first. What do you think it was? First what?
Lucy.
Yeah, first modern humans. And that would be Lucy. Alright, who knows what continent it was? What was it, Deja?
Africa.
Africa. Who knows the country? Christian.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Where is Ethiopia located, Carissa? The Horn of Africa. Now, going back to this right here, let me go all the way back to where we had that map. You are going to have to know distinctly exactly where Ethiopia is. Okay? So you can go to Google and type in map of Africa, and it will bring this up, and you find Ethiopia. Is Ethiopia right here in the tip nose of the horn? No, it's not. It's right there. See that? We moved this star. Remember that day? We moved this star to Ethiopia, and it was right there. This top, the tip of the horn of Africa, is Somalia. Okay? And Ethiopia is just west of it. Kenya is southwest. So don't get Kenya and Ethiopia mixed up. Alright? So you got to be able to locate it specifically where it is. Alright, are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Next one. You need to know the climate change that caused people to have to make human modifications. If I could type. Okay, there we go. The climate change, you got to know what that climate change was. Okay, so I'm going to highlight these. You've got to know what the climate change was. And you need to know what the human modifications were, because I'm going to ask you questions about both of those. Okay, you're going to be able to pick out, whoops, come on. The correct scenario for a Paleolithic family. Okay, what I mean by looking at the scenario, do you remember when we did this one?
Yeah.
Yep. If I can move this out of the way. There we go. Move. Okay, which scenario is correct when speaking of the Paleolithic Stone Age? It was about Gorg living in a cave or a hut or a tent. Okay. Christian, you got a question? Oh, no, just you remember to do this one. This was bell ringer 3, I think, 3 or 4. Okay. All right, so we did one like this. You're going to see one like this on your test. Okay, next one. Here we go. You need to be able to tell me.
That was bell ringer 6.
Okay. You need to be able to tell me why agriculture allowed people to settle. Okay. Now, what time period is that going to be? Paleo, Meso, or Neo?
Neo.
That's going to be Neolithic. There we go. All right, you need to be able to identify. What does it mean when I say identify? Yeah. When you can look at a picture and you can tell me which one is which. You need to be able to identify Paleolithic tools versus Neolithic tools. What's Neolithic tools going to have on it, Christian?
It's going to have like fish hooks, hose, stuff.
There's something specific on it though, Lucas.
They have advanced stuff like
Copper and bronze.
Copper and bronze, metal. Neolithic tools, they're going to start using metal because they're moving into what age? The Bronze Age. The Bronze Age. Paleolithic, you saw that video. Paleolithic, they're going to be what? Sticks and stones. That probably did break their bones. But words couldn't harm them because they didn't have any. They just grunted and gestured. Okay? Yeah. Maybe if something hurt, they went, Alright? Okay. Next one. You need to know why. Whoops, I always spelled that wrong. Metallurgy was important. Was an important discovery. Yeah. That's when they discovered metal. So you've got to be able to tell me why that was important. Why was it important? Yeah, it was an advancement in their tools, and now we know that they were going to war, so it was also an advancement in their weapons. And yeah, they did use advancements for hunting. Anthony, stop. Okay. All right, next one. You need to know in the Neolithic age, okay, the Neolithic age, why did agriculture, and what's Miss Wills' definition of that? Farming. Why did agriculture cause a growth in population? Why did agriculture cause a growth in population? Do you know, Israel?
They got to settle down and they started helping each other with the farming and their population grew.
Yeah, they started settling down, helping each other with the farming. Their population grew. Why else? Christian?
Because then when merchants came through, they would stop there because there were people there. And then they would, sometimes they would stay there and then more people would start coming through and trading, and then everybody would eventually settle.
And you got a civilization and society established. What about their food supply, Carissa?
There's a surplus of it, so there's more.
Yeah, there was a surplus of it. So does that mean there was a steady food supply for them? Yeah, Lucas, what else?
The foods that they ate were healthy, so they lived longer.
Yeah. Their foods were healthier, plus they were staying in one spot, so it was safer. There you go. All right, next one. Ready?
How many more do we got?
Several, unless you want me to quit and you're on your own. Okay. All right. I want you to tell me how people in the Neolithic age lived. In other words, did they live out by themselves in caves? Did they live in small communities? Did they live in societies? Did they live on farms? Did they live in groups where they could hunt? Did they live in groups where they could be in an army? So you've got to know how they lived. You need to know how agriculture emerged. What does emerged mean?
Everybody came up.
Yeah, appeared. How it started. Okay, I'm looking for a map here. Right here. Okay, let me erase these things off. Okay, you need to be familiar with this map, specifically where the origins of humans started, okay, and how they migrated. So you can look back at this map. It's now on your video that I'm recording for you, so you can look back at that map. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll put that one here, the migration map that we just went to. Okay, do you have those things so far?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. You need to know what the Ice Age, we're going to say forced people to do.
It caused them to migrate and move to a warmer place.
Because if they didn't, what was going to happen to them?
They were going to freeze to death.
They were going to freeze to death. Okay, you need to know the effect. Come on, computer. The effect farming had on the which people?
Neolithic.
The Neolithic, which may be referred to as the New Stone Age. Okay, you need to know their main religion. There was a particular word that I gave you that means worshiping more than one God, Carissa. Polytheism. She's always known that one. Did you learn that one in 5th grade or 4th grade, or did you? 4th grade? You spell it Polytheism. Polytheism.
Is that going to be on the test?
Oh yeah. Okay.
What if we don't know how to spell it?
It's multiple choice. Okay, you need to know why people would want to establish a political system. And so when I say political system, I'm talking about what?
Government?
Government. And we know that their first one was a monarchy. So you need to tell me why they wanted this. Last one.